I'm standing here on Ryerson campus with Carter Grant. He's the Vice President of Students for Life on campus here at Ryerson University. They were recently rejected by the Ryerson Student Union from forming a formal group here on Ryerson campus. It's a pleasure to have you here today. Walk me through how this happened.
Yeah, on October 30th, we started our formal process to submit the paperwork to start a pro-life group here at Ryerson, which currently does not have a pro-life group. On that day, we submitted our paperwork and we were given a meeting to meet with the student groups committee so that we could pitch our group to them. When we went to that meeting, we were unfortunately rejected. We were then sent to the Ryerson Student Union executive, who were either going to ratify that rejection or pass us on to another committee to, again, carry on with our appeal stage. They chose to pass us on to the board of directors at Ryerson to appeal yet again, where we had to get a 2/3 majority of a yes. Unfortunately, on Monday of this week, they chose to uphold the denial of our student group and unanimously voted no.
So Carter, tell me, why do you think your pro-life group was rejected?
The only reason that I can think of is because we are pro-life. They don't want a pro-life group on campus to provide an alternative for women who are pregnant and find themselves in unplanned pregnancies, and the only option that they give them right now is a pro-choice perspective.
What is that pro-choice group? It's a pro-choice group that was allowed to form?
So currently there is a Center for Women and Trans People on campus, and their mandate is to, help women in pregnant situations, but they only present from a pro-choice view. They self-identify as pro-choice.
And so they say you can't form because you're pro-life. How have they explained to you why you're not allowed to form as a formal group?
After each meeting, we've always requested the minutes and an explanation for their reasoning. We've only received one explanation, and that was through a quick email blurb about why we were rejected.
And what did that say?
They will not promote any group or event on campus that promotes misogyny, that contradicts a woman's rights to bodily autonomy, and that also promotes sexual assault.
If you guys were to form as a formal group, what would that entail? Would it be financing? Would you be provided with a room to be able to gather? What would that sort of entail?
We would receive funding for our student group, and then we would also be able to book rooms on campus to hold our events.
How do you, as a group, as a collective even, not just yourself, but the group of people that have now been rejected, feel about this decision? Is this a violation of your freedom of expression? Some would question whether or not it's a violation of your freedom of religion, because as we know, a number of pro-life people happen to be also Christians or Catholics. Not that you have to be, but how do you as a group, as a collective, feel about the decision?
We feel very frustrated, only because we feel like we're not being treated the same way as any other student group would if they were applying, and even any current student group. We feel like just because we are pro-life, we are being treated completely different by our student union, who is supposed to represent all of the students and not just some.
And what are some of the sort of facilities and what is it that you want to be able to provide to students here at Ryerson?
Well, of course, we want to show another perspective to the abortion issue. We want to show that there is a pro-life stance and that spread that pro-life message here on campus. But more importantly, we want to be another resource for women who find themselves in unplanned pregnancies on campus. Give them a resource that they can reach into and get connected with the community so that they can be helped in their difficult time of pregnancy.
Do you feel like there is a stigma associated with being pro-life, especially on university campuses today?
I definitely do, but over the past couple of days, we've received a lot of support from people who are pro-life and pro-choice, just saying keep up the good fight, because no matter what your belief is, there is still a need for freedom of speech on campus and healthy debate on campus, especially about controversial issues.
Going forward, let me ask you very quickly, what do you guys plan to do to appeal this?
We've already contacted the president of the school, Sheldon Levy, and we've asked him to revoke the decision made by the Student Groups Committee, the Ryerson Student Union Executive, and the Board of Directors, and give us club status. Allow us to meet on campus and promote events that spread the pro-life message and can help women in the future.
Okay, well, Carter, we're going to be fighting the fight alongside you guys, and I hope it all goes well. Keep us posted with what's going on. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.